Jeremiah 15 verse 6, coming from the King James Version of the Hebrew Bible, from the Tanakh, the writings of the prophets. And this is what it reads: "For my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have led them astray and caused them to roar on mountains and valleys and hills. They have forgotten their resting place," which would be Jerusalem. It is a known fact that African American lineage can be traced back to the seed of Abraham from the tribe of Judah, and our heritage can be found in the Torah, which are the 5 books of Moses, the Tanakh, the writings of the prophets. We are the modern day lost sheep that's scattered among the nations today, fulfilling Bible prophecy. And the second coming of Christ is only talking to Matthew 15 and verse 24. And the answer is said, "For I am not sent but into lost sheep of the house of Israel." The same Christ who was sent over 2,000 years ago, speaking to us African Americans, which will be our ancestors, is going to make his final second appearance to get the remaining lineage of his people that he scattered among the nations today. Your local church will never tell you this, that the second coming of Christ is only talking to African Americans, as well as the other tribes of people that he chose to scatter from among the nations today. Now, Israel, back then, when you go back and read the Tanakh, was known as the lost sheep from the house of Israel. Why were they lost? Well, Jeremiah 56 says, "The elders led them astray, the shepherds, and caused them to roar on mountains and valleys and hills. They have forgotten their resting place," which would be Jerusalem. That's the city where the Most High chose to place his name there, as well as his people there. 1 Kings 11 and verse 36 says, "Unto his son will I leave him one tribe, so that my servant David may always have a light before me at Jerusalem, the city which I have chosen me to put my name there." Excuse me. So it was the elders' responsibility to shepherd his people, but instead they oppressed his people. That's why Christ came humble, meek and humble, to the nation of Judah. That's the tribe he chose to leave at Jerusalem. And he went to the brokenhearted, the outcast and despised, just looking for his people. They were scattered everywhere. And he condemned the Pharisees and scribes. He even told his followers, disciples, he said, listen to them. He said, beware of them when you run across a Pharisee or a scribe, the teachers of the law. He said, don't shun them, listen to them, because they sit in the seat of Moses. They understand the Torah very well, but he said, don't do what they do, because they don't practice what they preach. The same thing that went on then is happening now. We have the modern day elders of Israel repeating the same thing the Pharisees and scribes used to do. They don't believe in baptism, and they look down on our people when we break the laws. When you can see a lot of it when you view and watch their videos. And I don't have nothing against of how they conduct themselves when they are in public, but the only issue that I have is that they don't teach baptism, which is very important for African Americans. So that's very misleading to our people. And then when you see a lot of the hand signals that they use to communicate, that's what the world system use when they flash their hand signs. You can see a lot of that in a lot of their videos. So those are the signs to look for. You will know them by their fruit. Shalom, Israel.